Detroit! Now let's go!
They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Cat and zero out now as he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
They're going to look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And he fields it cleanly. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. They were looking for Johnson that time. And that'll bring up second down. 10 yards still left on second down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And some space here. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Underneath for Johnson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it second down. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
They'll look to throw here. Rolling to his right. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They come out here in the eye. On the ground, it's Thomas. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So put 3 on the board, but from inside the 5. And I know we use this phrase a lot, but that's a big-time win for the defense.
It sure is. You've got the short field behind you, so you can afford to turn up the pressure. And that was a nice sequence there to keep them out of the end zone.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now, never mind, Larry. Forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the third quarter of action already. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get...
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Jayon Brown coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big. But sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
The Giants on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Here we go. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down, Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Dumping it off for Johnson. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Nelson. A gain of 32 that time.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
Here's Johnson. He's to the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a real...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. The 40. He's at the 30. 20. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And give him a gain of 37.
Now let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants. And New York set to take the field. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of... This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. And the lead is down to 20. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They built up that lead at intermission. And they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now. And all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays. And right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Now they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. The Giants on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Here we go now. Detroit, Leopard!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
No. Giants get it. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. A swing pass caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27. Forbath out to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense? Or are you just... And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Nick Fairley coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Throwing. Brissett dancing to his left. his throw is going to be incomplete.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
Second down now after the incompletion. Here's Brissett. Steps away to his left. Broken tackle there for Nelson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Being chased out left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Let's go.
A second down throw for Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Buying time to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Chandler Jones. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. So out now come the Cardinals. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And Nelson's got it here right side. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left. Over the middle here to Brown. And he is down deep into Giant territory. And that one results in 35 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 8-yard line. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. Now back to throw. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Looking to throw. Screenplay, Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll look to throw here. Steps away to his left. And he fires one, but incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't matter. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They go play action here on first down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Giants on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's caught by OBJ. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working.